Hey, metalheads, and welcome back to Metal Academix.
And we're going to give you 3 songs from one band this time. Your choice. What's the band?
My favorite choice, Twilight Force.
All right, so Twilight Force. I know personally that you're a big fan.
It's pretty much an accurate description.
And why are you a big fan?
Because this band has everything. It has a story. It has great vocals. All the instruments are being heard, like not just the main vocal, main guitar, but everyone gets a nice spot in the limelight. Great compositions. And they're also from Sweden. Can I be a little bit nationalist? They're from the great city of Falun. Have you heard of Falun before?
Only in the context of Sabaton Open Air Festival, I know is in Falun. That's the only reason I know it.
Which also goes to say, Falun is a small city, has 2 amazing bands. One, Twilight Force, which we'll hear in a second.
And another, Sabaton, which I'm sure we'll hear later down the line.
Oh, yeah. So excellent spotting. Falun is somewhere in Dalarna, which means, in translation, the valleys, the land of the valleys. There are many valleys there. And again, I have this prop with me, not because I've been to IKEA, but because this is, a...
Dala Hest.
He knows.
I've been in Sweden for a long enough time to know that, at least.
This is a Dala Hest or a Dala Hos, and this is the type of folk art that comes from the region where Falun lies. So if you go to IKEA and you see this, you'll think not, oh my God, IKEA, but you think Twilight Force. So we're ready for the first song. The very first song.
Which is?
Riders of the Dawn. And I like it so much.
Like it as well.
Finally, we're in agreement. We like it so much because it's a good song. And because I like it so much, I made it a true fan video, which combines my 2 loves at the moment, Twilight Force and Lord of the Rings.
And why did you choose this particular song? I'm curious because...
I just love the ride, You were saying that you like songs that have defenders and guardians. I'm more of a rider.
Me too.
You're the defender, I'm the rider. I just like horses galloping and speed and missions and adventures. And by the way, maybe it's a bit already like prefacing the whole story to say their own description of the type of metal they're into, adventure metal. I mean, who cannot love a band that plays adventure metal?
Quests.
So, Riders of the Dawn in my own cinematic.
Fan vid. Let's hear it. Let's see it.
And if you like it, say it below. If you don't like it, also say it. I'm fine with criticism.
So good.
He made it. He made it. Gandalf made it. And we made it to the end of this amazing song.
Yeah, nice video.
Thank you.
Nice video.
Well, you know, it matches. It matches well. And I just love this song. I don't know. There's no more to say. But again, I'm fine with people not loving it as much as I do. However, it's a good song.
It's awesome. I listen to it in the gym quite a bit. And I also like it. It's a bit cheesy because it's...
I don't know.
Of the Dawn, but I like.
What do you like? Of the Storm?
No, I listen to it like when I'm getting up and I'm like getting my day started. It's like Of the Dawn, you know. I have my breakfast going, I'm ironing my shirts, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a great way to start your day. This
when it kicks in with the middle.
Oh my God! Honestly, it gives me goosebumps. I love it.
It's good.
So this band, as you know, has been through some changes. Do you like the new singer?
I haven't actually listened so much to the latest album,
because
but I do know they switched their vocalist.
It's true. In 2017, the the guy that you just heard on this song, Krilion, he left. And
that's an interesting name.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's a story behind. There's so many things I want to say. I want to keep this not too long, not too babbly, but one thing to know.
Fangirl.
I know. You can't stop me. These guys, when they embrace this identity, they embrace it fully. So they don't go after their real name, like their, ID name. They have parallel names for the time when they're playing. So they are known as the following names: Lind, Erendir, Born, Blackwald, and again, the guy who is no longer in the band, but his name was Krilion, and he left.
Sounds like an element from the periodic table.
I don't know. For me, it's just like fantasy world of wizards and riders and dragons, and that's exactly the world they inhabit. And wizards, which we'll get back to in a second. But again, the main vocal decided not to be in the band anymore, or I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not going to go into that.
I will say, just the way that I found out, because I was into Twilight Force when it happened, very passive-aggressive Facebook post on the page. It was like, there was a lot of comments, people being like,
what's going on?
Don't diss the guy that bad. But anyways, I don't know what the drama was.
I very much enjoyed Krillion's vocals.
Yeah,
and again, this is one of my best, most favorite songs. But the next guy, whose code name or, Twilight Force name is Alion, is not bad either.
So and I have is he Italian?
Exactly. His real name.
It's like, I didn't look it up. I just
the video that I'm going to play, it's a lyrics video, so his name is going to pop up. His name is Alessandro Conti, and for any fans of Rhapsody, the name sounds familiar because Alessandro Conti was in Rhapsody before, but now he's in Twilight Force, and even though this is like a fallen Swedish band, the Italian guy fits right in, I think. So we're going to listen to a song from the latest album, Dawn of the Dragon Star. And the song is called Night of the Winterlight. And again, that's a very Scandinavian thing because we don't have sunlight. We have winterlight for half of the year. So this is a own-produced video from the Twilight Force, who actually moved record labels to one of the more prestigious German-based one, Nuclear Blast.
Nice. Love Nuclear Blast.
So we're in for something really big and operatic, and pay attention to the vocals. Was that opera? Yes. Is it too much? I don't know.
I have a pretty profound thought listening to the song. There's two things. One is that they're inconsistent with the spelling of wizard. If you look at when they have wizard of blizzard, and the first time it's with two Z's, which makes sense because blizzard has two Z's, but the second time it only has one Z. So that's one thing. But I think I get it because there's some parts of this song I really like, but overall I'm confused. And I think it goes
maybe it's
back.
Too much.
It's maybe a difference of ear or preference or something, because I think we were talking about in the Steel Attack episode,
which you guys should check out. It's all
previous one. It's like I like when bands take a hard turn in their song. So like you're hearing one melody and they just boom pivot and there's a whole nother riff, a whole nother melody. This is like blended.
Yeah. It's true.
And I think that's where I kind of get confused.
It could be a little bit too much of a good thing, but again, because I
think some
overall,
people like it.
Yeah, like me. But anyway, yes, it is not as varied. It's a bit repetitive in terms of the rhythms, and maybe because the voice is very foregrounded, the riffs don't get as much unique playtime, but I overall like the effect, I guess. That's what it is. And I like the composition. And I think this is also one of the strong points of Twilight Force. The composition, the song, the melody, and the arrangement, that like the orchestration. I think it's really
and they very much
complex.
put effort into that, right? That's like their...
For me, it seems it shows. Again, I know there's some purists out there, maybe to which you may belong. Like they don't like, there's a lot of choirs, there's added instruments, there's a trumpet, there's a bit opera, yeah? I like it. I like the original opera. I like this metal style, and I like the vocals. They're operatic, but they make me like, whew.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. You go listen to the whole album. It's a bit in the spirit. It's well produced, but it's produced. This is not lo-fi.
But I think that's it. I think that listening to it this time, like I'm kind of pause it where like soaring high above. When that part comes in, like I like that, and I want them to continue down that line. But instead they blend into something else, and it's like it's fluid and it's moving, and like I understand that's part of a larger composition, but I think actually it's not. It's actually I'm more for like the simple. I just want the heavy riffs and a change of pace and then coming back. Whereas this is like maybe too complex for my musical palate, if that makes sense. And I'm fine with admitting that.
It's a nice reading of the song. And let's see, I think for the next one, which comes from the first album that Twilight Force released back in the good old days of 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Album that has this one as...
It can only be one.
Is like...
It can only be one.
It's like the opening. And I wanted to say, the video that we're going to see, it's a recording of a live performance. And I think it's also pretty cool. If you guys have any chance to see Twilight Force perform live, you should definitely go do it.
Yeah, they're cool.
Because they live, again, this kind of code names that I was reading up earlier. They also have costumes. For some of the people, you never see their faces because they are masked. Two of the guitarists have super long and super blonde hair, and it looks pretty cool on stage, if I may comment so myself.
I thought they were chicks.
They aren't, but it doesn't even matter. They're like separate beings, like they're not of this world. They're like separate altogether. And they're really cool, and they perform live really nicely. This is Gates of Glory, the #1 song from their very first album.
With a special singer cameo.
I'm not sure if this part it is.
Joachim Sabaton, the Falun Connection, comes through here.
But probably it's a song we both of us will enjoy.
It's awesome. Pay attention. I will make the signal. But everyone knows. I think the Facebook account of Twilight Force has posted a meme about this. Second chorus.
Is that what we
There is no simply just doing it or listening to it without doing the sword swoosh. It's like the best part of the song.
We're in for a treat.
All right.
Gates of Glory from the very first Twilight Force album.
Sweden for the win.
That is just awesome. That's all I can say. I love it. There's nothing about it that I don't love. Again, Riders of the Dawn is still my favorite. You know why? In a sense, it doesn't have any break. That song is a ride, you know? Boom.
Yeah, I agree. I love that
like,
song.
boom.
I love Gates of Glory. I probably like Riders of Dawn more than Gates of Glory, but it's a staple. I don't know how much other people are exposed to this music, but at least in Sweden, like Gates of Glory is
yeah, it's a reference.
It's a reference point.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Wait, I'm not done.
You're not done. You
I have
even
things
more
to say.
stories.
I have things to say. I have things to say, which is a little bit of metal trivia knowledge.
Okay.
Which is, so Sabaton's lead singer sings the chorus in Gates of Glory.
Yeah, we just heard it very nicely, by the way.
And when, obviously they can't bring Sabaton's singer everywhere they go.
No.
So when they go on tour, most of the time it's the sorcerer who sings
which
it.
is
And
again,
I'm
I
all
love.
about, I like, if I could put it like top, I don't know, 3 my favorite things in metal. The sorcerer guitar player just like spitting weird lyrics in the background. I love it. I love it.
It's a great idea.
So that's what they do. But there's the converse is Krillion, the singer. He does the opening scream for Sabaton's song Metal Crew. Little known fact.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
But he does that opening scream. And if you don't know the song Metal Crew,
we'll talk about it in an upcoming episode.
So that's it. I just wanted to mention sorcerers, and the sword swish is great, and screaming in metal is also awesome.
Altogether, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's what I want to say. Like, there's more to be said and more to be listened to, but we only say 3 songs per episode. So this is the Twilight Force one. Leave in the comments any love or any kind of critical comments about what other songs we should have played.
Absolutely, we're in the process of making some more videos, selecting some more bands. So let us know if you want to hear something that's along these lines, or maybe not.
If you're inspired by something you want us to react to, maybe something that none of us has heard.
Good try.
Try to make a note in the comments all over social media. We're around there as Metal Academics. But
yeah, until next time.
Until next time, we can only say, may your sword stay sharp.
And your quests end in glory.